one every week, and this week is no exception. He's a writer for this show, as well as one of the directors for this show. You can see him all over town. He's a good friend of mine. Please welcome Adam Campbell-Schmitt. Three names that sound good together. Yeah. All right.
And one hay, a couple of chuckles in the back. That's about right. I love that you've seen them around town. You've seen them all over town intro. Because I don't perform anywhere else. And B, it's still true. Because like if you were at the Starbucks down the street 45 minutes ago, then you've seen me around town. How's everybody doing? Yeah! I saw Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Yeah. It was good. I'm confused as to which one was Dawn. They all look alike to me. The apes. I'm sorry, is that apist? Is that It's just true. It's just true. You know what? I think it's funny that we're seeing these Planet of the Apes movies because we all know how it ends. These prequels, we all know how it ends. Apes take over Earth, and Charlton Heston is replaced by Marky Mark. And it ends horribly. It's a terrible, terrible remake. Marky Mark. Look it up. Who's excited for the Ninja Turtles movie?
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles! I love that our generation's motto, my generation, is basically you can be in to completely stupid things as long as they're from your childhood. You can be all about it as long as it came from like the 80s, early 90s. Totally fine. Anyone else, you're just sad. You just get out of the past, come into the present, you're sad. But it's like old school Nickelodeon, we're like, yes, that is a legitimate passion to have as a 30-year-old. That is fun. I'm okay. I'm excited for the Ninja Turtles movie. People are complaining, you know, like I'm not like one of these nerd core. Is that what it is? You can put core after anything now. I'm chair core. I love chairs. Love sitting in them. Oh, I could sit all day in a chair. Chair core. I'm not the people when Michael Bay was announced he's going to produce the new Ninja Turtles movie. People were like, no, in my childhood. I don't care. My problem with the new Ninja Turtles movie is that they have an endorsement deal with Pizza Hut. I mean, I'll buy reptiles being covered in ooze, growing up to just teenage level, learning the way of the ninja from a rat. But you're going to tell me 4 dudes living in New York City can't pick a better pizza than Pizza Hut? That's not their first choice. Not happening. It's true though, our generation, the millennials, oh, can we come up with a better name? Let's put our heads together. Let's just stop watching 8 days of Weird Al videos just for a moment. And come up with a better name than millennials. No, we get pegged in this Arrested Development thing of where we're so nostalgic for our childhoods. I think it's because the real world, oh man, it's difficult. The real world's difficult to swallow, you know? It really is. The real world is like a critically acclaimed drama series that everyone says you should be watching, and you know you should, but it's just so much to catch up on. At this point, it's like when my wife watches just the finale of Game of Thrones, and then asks a bunch of questions. Like, I mean, think about the big news story this week, right? Did you hear about Malaysian Airlines? They had another crash. What? Yeah, they had another crash. Guess what? Even worse, it was shot down. What? It was shot down. Even worse. There was like 100 AIDS activists on that plane that were doing great work for AIDS research shot down on Malaysian air. What? Also, it was shot down by Ukrainian separatists. What? Also, they stole the dead bodies. What? It's a lot of storylines. You'd understand if you started from the beginning. Go back to the first season. You'd get it. You'd get how that all ties together. It doesn't tie together. It's just insane. It's just insane. I'm married. Is anyone married?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know people who didn't cheer just now who are married. First thing when people find out, when you're like young and you're married, first thing people are, the baby's on the way? Oh, people are excited for your babies. Not their own, but yours. Oh, they're really excited for you to have a baby. I think it's a very presumptive, it's just a very evasive question. I mean, you're assuming my wife and I have even discussed having sex. Hasn't come up yet. It has come up, because I've been with my wife, we started dating 11 years ago. We were in college, it was freshman year of college. We were dating 11 years ago, and because of that, I've now become an adult. I was a teenager when we started dating. I'm an adult now, and I have no idea what league I'm in when it comes to dating. If I was to be single tomorrow, I've got no idea who it would be appropriate for me to approach with reasonable expectation. I have no clue. As far because if you're out there dating, you get rejected, there's some success, and the thing is, I don't want to know. I really don't. Because as far as I'm concerned right now, my fantasy league, my fantasy dating league, I could go out to a bar tonight and take home Kate Upton. As far as I know. I don't know. It's been 11 years. It's probably further from Kate Upton and closer to a warm grapefruit. That's probably my league. But that's why I don't want to know. It's a hall of mirrors I don't want to walk down. My dating pool. I'm glad I have a wife who doesn't care if I'm manly. I don't care about manly things. I don't care about sports. I'm sorry. I don't care about any. I mean, I am wearing I'm wearing a sports shirt because I like the color. It makes my eyes twinkle. When I got she doesn't care. I don't care. I'm one of those people who I like sports for the entertainment factor of it, which is why I appreciate wrestling now, because it's just entertainment. It's two adults going in having an altercation, and it's completely fictional. It's like watching porn. My voice cracked when I said porn because I became a man in that moment. It's like watching porn. We should all say porn that way. I think that's the new way to pronounce porn. There needs to be a squeak punctuation somewhere. But the point is, I'm not a manly guy. When I got laid off, the first thing I did was take up crocheting. And then I had to stop because I was developing carpal tunnel syndrome from crocheting. Yeah, I quit crocheting because my body couldn't handle it. I cannot handle crocheting. It's too much for me. And I think it's because, I don't know, I don't jerk off enough or too much. I don't know how carpal tunnel syndrome works, but it's one of those too much. Well, the thing is, and then if you I really thought about it, I'm like, well, my technique is less wrist. It's more up here. It's like I'm using my pectoral muscle more than I'm using this to pleasure. I'm titty fucking myself. It's a roundabout way to titty fuck myself. Thank you, you guys have been great.